Hello everyone, Vitas A32 back again with another edition of What's on Deck, and I am not happy because I still can't seem to get my microphone to work, and I don't understand why. It says everything, if my audio system is fine, but for some reason it's not picking up my microphone. And I've tried another one, same thing. So I'm on my phone again, recording this video, which seems kind of ridiculous, especially considering I have a brand new webcam and I can't use it for some reason, because the audio is not working. Anyways, let's get on with it. See what's going on in the world of Kickstarter. I already searched for playing cards. So, let's see. Well, the Prism Day and Dusk playing cards from Elephant playing cards is 95% funded, 15 days to go. I'd say it's a pretty good chance it's going to fund at this rate. They have added a special super limited edition because apparently those are all the rage and collectors are buying them up like idiots. No offense to any collectors, but I mean, collectors need to stop throwing money at artists just because a deck is very limited or rare. I mean, that's exactly what they want you to do, and you're falling into the trap. I mean, it's a beautiful set of cards, as you can see, and I like the free main decks. But then there is the Spectrum deck in this project, which is right here. It's a very beautiful deck as well. It's kind of like a combination of the day and the night deck. And I wouldn't mind getting it myself, but not at 60 bucks each US, which translates into like 70 or 75 bucks Canadian for one deck. There's only 30, and they're only available in 40 rewards. So that means that's pretty much all they're going to be producing. I mean, that's fine. You want to produce a very limited amount, I guess that's fine. But that doesn't help collectors. It only hurts collectors, I think. Only hurts the playing card world because collectors are having less and less money to spend because they're spending more and more on single projects. And that just hurts the whole card industry, in my opinion. Anyways, moving along. Oops, I'll get to that one after. The Trump cards, they're funded, 16 days to go. I mentioned those ones last week. Rome, Antony, and Caesar decks from Randy Butterfield, Midnight Cards, funded, 26 days to go. A beautiful set that I look forward to getting eventually after they're produced. Whoops. That's one thing I'm doing right now, is looking at decks that I can get after the fact without having to give them my money right now, because right now is not a good time for me. Bicycle Denim from Collectible Point Cards, 78% funded, 21 days to go. Just a matter of time for that one. I think it's going to fund. It should. Also from Collectible Cards, the Bicycle Nocturnal, that one is well funded, 10 days to go. Code Deck from Varianto 25. 98% funded, 22 days to go. Just a matter of time for that one. Although it's not really my cup of tea. Good Curling playing cards by OMG Curling is well funded, 18 days to go. I like it. I like the back design. Maybe it'll be available afterwards. To be produced by USB-C, my only pet peeve is the fact that the suits, the pips, are the same from the black to the red, just a different color. Like you got one suit that's represented by rooms for both black and red, and another one is represented by the stones, the rocks, I should say. So, it's a little bit harder to distinguish. Pantheon from Third Way Industries is well funded, 7 days to go. The Bicycle Presidential Portrait playing cards, not going to happen. Again, I've been mentioning this one for weeks now, 1% funded, 16 days to go. Did I not say about 40 days ago it was not going to fund? a minimalist deck of playing cards by Sam Watola. 17% funded, 26 days to go. Not a fan of this one at all. I'm not a fan of minimalist decks. But this one is just not good. As you can see, it's red faces and black faces. Very small writing on them. I think he's improved it a little bit. Tiny bit. Not really. Not a whole lot. The index is very hard to read. They got the pip on top of the number, which is kind of reversed of what it normally is. Originally, if you look at this one, they didn't even have a value in the index. You just had to guess. It was just a suit. From what it looks like to me, the spades and hearts are going to be hard to distinguish. Well, I mean, there's got to be a different color, but they just look the same thing, upside down. The indexes are not good. The faces, they just look to have a little number or letter in the center. There's also a white version, as you can see. They're not good. To me, it's a little bit lazy, really lazy. Either minimalist decks, they could be seen as lazy or just, I don't know, lazy, I think. Not sure who's producing them. I don't see any information on that, so buyer beware of that. You don't know what quality is going to be. And 10 pounds each. No thank you, not at that price. They're not going to happen, I don't think. Then next up from Alexander Jen Seasons playing cards is the Apothecary playing cards. Now this one's a beautiful deck. Look at this one as well. It is funded. 24 days to go. Beautiful artwork, as you can see. There is the Ponderings deck and the Insights deck, I guess it is. Inverno Insights and Primavera Pondering. Again, it's kind of like new versions, or it is new versions of the Seasons playing cards. It's just fine. I like the Seasons playing cards, but why not do something different? Completely outside of the Seasons playing cards, instead of more Seasons playing cards. I guess he did it with the last decks he released. And these are fine, they're beautiful, very nice, as you can see. I highly recommend checking them out. I'm definitely getting them myself, although it might be one that I might just pick up later on as well. Very nice. One's a greenish color, the other is almost a purple-black color. I like it. I recommend checking it out. Next up, Plain Color, the world's first coloring playing cards by, well, Plain Color. It's 47% funded, 9 days to go. I would say probably buyer beware because you have no idea what quality the cards are going to be, who's producing them, have no idea, especially how they're going to handle once you start adding ink to them or crayon to them. I'm not sure how you would color them. I see pencil crayons, I see markers. You can use watercolors, pens, gel pens, markers, coloring pencils. Doesn't say crayons though. Crayons probably would not work good. It's going to be a 270 GSM stock, which is apparently thick enough like a traditional playing cards, but I think that's actually thinner than a traditional playing card. Gloss coated back for easy shuffling. Oh no, really? So you're going to have a different texture on the faces than the backs? That's not good. It should be the same as the backs and the faces. It should not be different. But I guess the backs come, that's the back design it comes with. It's a one-way back design. Not very good. The faces are very nice, as you can see, as is. You don't even have to color them in. They're beautiful. But if you want to color them in, it makes them even pop more. But again, look at that. That's beautiful when you color it in. It's very nice. The problem is, how are you going to handle once colored, and how is it going to be handling-wise if the faces have a different texture than the backs? And usually, in my experience, not good. And again, we don't even know who's producing these. From what I can tell, when I see. This to me, though, is interesting because when I was a kid, we actually made our own playing cards out of like thin cardboard, like a cereal box type cardboard. And I remember we had these. I mean, they're very simple. They were just pips and numbers and letters. But it was interesting that I used to do that. Or we did that as kids, or my parents made those for us. I'm not sure. And now you get something on Kickstarter where you can actually color your own playing cards. Anyways, moving along. Birthstone Dragons from Jessica Feinberg. Of course, well funded, 10 days to go. I would love to see her get out of her comfort zone. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. And by that I mean do something completely different. Whether it's, I don't know, something completely different that's not dragons or mythical creatures. And see what happens. But whatever, it's fine. She's found something that works for her. That's great. Divine Art, playing cards from Sinise Chaba. This is a relaunch, reproduced by Expert Playing Cards. Free worldwide shipping. Make sure you check it out. 90% funded, 21 days to go. A special thanks to Sinise, who's sending me a prototype produced by NPC to review. Hopefully it's here sooner than later, so I can get it reviewed before the project ends. But I think the artwork is fantastic. It's a very nice deck. I like the theme, Hindu, mythology inspired. And I think you should check it out. Next up, Mean Clowns playing cards from Tico Garza. 11% funded, 34 days to go. Try to capitalize on the cards. Clown craze that's going on. The problem is, people are not into clowns. They're afraid of clowns. So why on earth would they want to back a project that's related to clowns if they despise clowns? I don't know. Only 500 being produced, although they will bump that up to 700 if they sell, but they're not selling. Here's the faces. They're strains. The lettering reminds me of another deck. I can't remember which one it is, but it does. The art is okay. It's not really my cup of tea. Pips are interesting. The back design, again, with these corner things, these corner elements, which is, by the way, a one-way back design, from what I can tell, just because of these corners, at the very least. It reminds me of another deck a little bit. I don't remember which one. Apparently they will consider Legends if they sell lots, but that's not going to happen. I'm not even sure it's going to fund. Like I said, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the media right now with clowns and mean clowns and scary clowns, but it's not a good thing. It's not something that people are going to be interested in, I don't think. Skateboard playing cards by Kevin Yu, funded, 7 days to go. Make sure to check it out. Completely custom, beautiful deck of cards. I like it. El Dorado Maya edition from Emmanuel Valtierra, not doing as good as his previous projects. Currently 66% funded with 3 days to go. It's going to be very close. I'm not sure it's going to happen. He needs to get like $1,000 every day for the next 3 days. And I mean, he's had trouble getting to $6,000 over 30 days or whatever it's been. So I'm not sure it's going to happen. Hipsteria playing cards from Agitcom. 43% funded, 11 days to go. Kind of a different deck. Not doing so well. And I'm not sure it's going to happen at this rate. Star Deck by Lunar Saloon. Funded, 18 days to go. The Wonderland card deck by Haley Suits. 50% funded, 31 hours to go. It's not going to happen, barring some kind of last minute miracle. And I don't think it's going to happen. The artwork just is not that good on that one. For my liking anyways. Look at this, more crazy clown stuff. Or creepy clowns. People do not want anything with clowns on them. Yet people are producing stuff with that. Oracle cards. Let's see what else we got here. We got La Katrina Dead Edition from Jock 4 to be produced by More Arts. 78% funded, 7 days to go. It'll probably happen, just a matter of time. Just like their previous project. Although the previous project, I think there's still people that are waiting for them. I'm not 100% certain. So, cautionary with that one if you're going to back it. In fact, I haven't seen anyone showing off those previous decks. I haven't seen them on Portfolio 52. So, if people actually get them, I don't know. Were they actually produced? I don't really know. I've seen an image of a bunch of decks on your previous project page. It indicates they were produced, and I'm pretty certain they were, but I just haven't seen them anywhere. So I don't know. Kingdoms of Erden by Tim Olinger, slowly getting there, 41% funded, 31 days to go. It'll probably just get funded like the previous attempts. There's another creepy clown thing. But it's a very limited appeal for the Kingdoms of Erden, just like the creepy clown stuff. As you can see, nobody's backing this creepy clown stuff. Avant-Garde, the 2017 United Cards deck by the Edgy Brothers, is funded, 15 days to go. They're still trying to get to the, I believe it's a $15,000 stretch goal for the green deck. I think they'll make it. They have plenty of time to get there, but it's going to be close. Emoticon cards, not happening. 0% funded, 11 days to go. The Pelati deck, that's not actually a normal deck. It's just a weird deck. It's not usable for anything except a game. Ian Shoelacing cards by Ian Fiegan, Professor Shoelace. 19% funded, 7 days to go. I said this from the beginning. Very limited appeal, not to mention it's a horribly marked deck. You may get thousands of hits on his website, but that doesn't mean these thousands of people want playing cards with that on them. Next up, a new one from Doug Fry. Sort of new. It is a Middle Kingdom in silver and gold. 56% funded, 15 days to go. Slowly getting there. I think they would be doing a lot better if they were bicycle branded like the originals, but they're not. They're just over the halfway mark, as you can see. It's gonna be close. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen or not. To be produced by USPC again. Why not just do bicycle branding like the originals? They would do a lot better. A lot of people like bicycle branding. They prefer bicycle branding. I prefer it. I prefer, if it's going to be USPC, why not go with bicycle branding? And I mean, they had bicycle branding on the first editions that were black and white. So why not? Price are fine. It's like $10 each. Here's another issue I have is the color scheme. As you can see, they have gold for all of them. Now there is a slight, very slight color variation from the black suits to the red suits, as you can see. Very slight, too slight. You need to be able to distinguish, in my opinion, the black suits from the red suits, and you just don't get that with these. It's a very slight distinction, and I think it should be a little bit more than that. And I think that would help sell more as well. But again, as well, it's also a one-way back design, as you can see. And for me, and this is the original ones, as you can see, they're fine. But it's not like it's something that's extremely exciting. There's nothing wrong with them. They're nice decks, nice artwork. But again, it's not like wow, you know. And I mean, maybe this artwork would be even better if it actually had colors to them instead of just being a solid color. I think that might be a lot more appealing for me anyways. I do like the gold though. The gold looks nice. Probably better than the silver. Definitely better than this black deck that they had. But it is what it is. And see what else we got. I believe that's it for Kickstarter. But one thing I want to mention is the triplicate Dragonbacks from Michael Scott. That project was canceled. It's going to relaunch still, I'm not sure when. They had a $30,000 goal. They made it almost halfway or about halfway. But it's a massive goal they were not going to fund. And I think that was the correct decision to cancel and relaunch with a smaller goal. So I look forward to seeing those in the future. Next up on IndieGoGo, Vigor playing cards by Alvin Herp and designed by Ido Hung. A pretty nice back design, although somewhat similar to something I've seen before as well. It's similar to something. I don't remember what. It might have been a failed deck as well. But nice custom artwork. Although why there's no faces on the court cards, I don't know. But they're interesting. They're nice. They're completely custom. But then again, it's not something that's like, wow, gotta have it. The Joker's way too simple, just a V. I mean, why not step it up a little bit more? It's going to be produced by Bomber Playing Cards, Bomber Magic, which basically means made in Taiwan, which is fine. Why we're using IndieGoGo as opposed to just producing them through their website, I don't know. But at the same time, whether it's because it's IndieGoGo or just because people aren't too excited about them, they've only got $400, 12 backers, looking for $7,000, a month left. It's not going to happen. I know they're on IndieGoGo because they're in Vietnam and they can't use Kickstarter, but a lot of people don't like IndieGoGo, like myself, and it's not going to happen at this rate. If they were really serious about producing this, then they should have gone through their website and done it that way. Next up, World Card Experts. WorldCardExpertsStore.com has a couple of new decks. I've mentioned before that they were coming. They are now available. I just have to bear with me. I'll do a couple other things while I'm at it. They are right here. The Ninja Cardistry deck and the Green Emerald Blades Blood Spear edition. They're available on their website. The prices are fine. They're $8 each. That's great. I mean, when you compare that to like $15 for a deck on Kickstarter, why not? Of course, shipping is a little bit pricey with this site. I don't think it was too bad this time. But there you go. Nice green colors. Green's fine. I like it. I'm definitely picking them up just because I got all the other ones, so I might as well get these ones too. Very nice colors though. I got no problem with that. As long as they don't make more colors and more colors and more colors. Again, come on, Devo. Do something different for a change. And same with this one. It's just another color. It's not bad. They're nice for fanning and fluorescing, as you can see. Next up, to Conjuring Arts. And actually, there's something on Usi as well. Usai. Let's see if I can find them here. Where are they? There they are. New Superior Skull and Bones edition decks available at Conjuring Arts. One of them is the standard one right here in a silver color, almost. It's got a bit of a rider back look to it, which is fine because there used to be bicycle edition decks, obviously. But now the Superior branded, made by Expert Playing Cards. Pretty nice. I like them. And designed by Jackson Robinson. It's nice to see him doing something a little different than usual. He hasn't done anything with skulls and crossbones before. They've sold out on the original Skulls and Bones, so they decided to freshen them up. Although there's Skull and Bones everywhere. I mean, USPC has released a version. Big Blind Media had a Skull and Crossbones deck. PlayingCards.net released a couple of colors. on Kickstarter before. It's just a little bit excessive. But this is nice. New Jokers and everything. I don't know if you see the Jokers. Apparently decided not to sell us the Jokers. They also have this edition, the Phantom Edition, which is a limited edition. It looks like there is a glossy embossing to their cards, as you can see. It's very nice. This one is limited to 850. There's also foil on the cards from the looks of it, so it's a combination of stuff. Very nice. Like I said, only 850 produced. Comes in a slipcase. $30 each. The weird thing is, before they launched, they had these on their website and they said they were like $25 each. Regular $30 each. Which to me is misleading and kind of ridiculous to do that. But they did anyways. So yeah, very nice. I'm definitely getting those ones. There's also a new deck that I've seen. Really? How's it not found? Come on. I apologize. This is just... Alright, let's go to Usai, however you pronounce him. I already clicked on this. They got these new decks here. Hyde Park poker decks available in a dark and a light. They're $30 each plus shipping, $20 shipping for just 2 decks to Canada. So that's like over $100 Canadian. So I said thanks, but no thanks. 2,500 of each color being produced, only 250 available to the public, which makes them limited and harder to find. But they're not that exciting to me. I mean, the tuck case looks okay. The back design is one way because it says HP in the center and kind of simple. The face is fairly typical Usai. The court cards and the aces are what turned me off the most. They're okay, but they don't compare very well to what Usai has done previously. They don't do much for me, you know. If they were better, if the aces were a little more traditional looking, I might be into it more. You did get diptych jokers. They're still available. Big surprise, because I mean, you'd think that with all this beautiful stuff going on, very limited edition, they'd be sold out by now. But probably because they're so expensive, people are going, maybe I don't want these that much. There's 2,500 produced. They're $30 each. Are they really worth that much? And the artwork is not quite on par as well with what we'd expect from an Usai deck. Come on. This is another one I want to show you, if it ever opens up. I apologize, you have to bear with me to get through all this stuff. Okay, there's a new Illusionist deck, but they don't have it on here yet. But it is available, at the very least, for pre-order on Hocus Pocus and other shops. I haven't seen it on collectibleplayingcards.com yet. Oops. Here it is. The Aurelian playing cards. It's, to me, looks like it's a Fury 11 deck that got lost on the way to Fury 11 and ended up at Illusionist somehow. It's a beautiful back design, kind of Tally-Ho inspired, I think. Same with the Jokers, they actually look like the Tally-Ho inspired. Very beautiful. I'm not sure who designed it. Nice, custom, yet standard court cards. Beautiful tuck case and artwork. I like it. I recommend checking it out. It's not available on Losers yet, but Hocus Pocus has it, and so do other sites. Then there's this. This is a new 52 plus Joker deck, 2016 deck, designed by Mark Stutzman. There's apparently a more of a standard version that's going to be available, perhaps at Conjuring Arts. I'm not sure, but this one will probably be available just through the club and more limited. Pretty nice, but until I see the cards, I'm not going to get all excited about them because I haven't seen anything except for the tuck case. The Legends playing cards, a couple of decks that I mentioned last week are available. I think I mentioned them last week. They've since launched on their website. One is this, the Knowledge, designed by Nick Vlau, I believe it is, on a black, ultra black imported Italian Fedrigoni paper. Very interesting. Nice foil on the cards for what it looks like. Beautiful, line work and detail. Beautiful custom court cards. Although I think the court cards actually come from some old deck. Classic faces designed by Peter Gurney of London in his Verdi deck from 1910. So it's vintage court cards that have been reproduced. 1,000 decks only. Very beautiful. I highly recommend checking them out. And the other one is these Cadenza that have gone up in price. $20 each. Well, they're $20 each. They haven't gone up in price. $30 for the set, which is not bad, I guess. Only 700 decks per color available. Pretty nice, simple, kind of a back design. They actually got a Hong Kong stamp seal with a 96 sets or something on there. But let's see what we got for court cards. Court cards, Joker is fairly simple, kind of traditional looking. There's a Banker Wins card apparently. Apparently it comes in a synthetic paper tuck case, which is interesting because that was always like a expert point guard company standard, or expert point guard company exclusive, and now apparently Legends is doing it too, which is nice. I will be right back. Hang on. Don't want to bring the roast chicken. That'll be yummy. All right. There is one more thing for sure that I wanted to show you if I can find it. But first, I think I mentioned last week this Halloween deck from Natalia Silva available at Penguin Magic. It is shipping right now. This is one I wanted to show you. This is a new Phoenix deck from Cards Are Coming Soon. It's called Darkside, and it's basically a gray on black Phoenix back deck. Which I will be getting. Somebody is sending it to me. Very generous of them. But you see the artwork. It's just a Phoenix deck, except it says the dark side. Pretty interesting. So I'm checking that one out soon, hopefully. And that is that. I'll keep you posted on anything else. Oh, there is one more. Actually, I'm going to go to United Cards very quickly. I need to tell you about this one, for sure. Actually, I mentioned this one as well. Where is it? It's here somewhere. There it is. Then there's this one, Liturgy, which is coming soon from Lotec. Apparently he's going to be doing this one before the Oath playing cards for some kind of technical reason, which I really don't understand. I'm assuming it's going to be on his website, but I'm not too sure. And then there's this. This is coming this Tuesday, October 25th at 10 a.m. I don't know what time zone, to Kickstarter. Beautiful cards. A new series. Hopefully there's not going to be, 3 more editions or something, because it says a lot already. 3 decks. Beautiful artwork, as you can see, as usual, from Jody Eklund. Very nice, as you can see. This is the Robert Barron edition. It's not specified, though, if it's Eastern Time or Standard Time or Pacific Time, Central Time. I don't know. But look for it. It's probably Eastern Time, I would assume. Excuse me. But I'm not 100% certain. But that's coming this Tuesday, October 25th, to Kickstarter. That is that. I'll see you next time with more. Sorry if the video is a bit long. If anyone knows why the hell my microphone won't work, it's a brand new microphone, let me know. That's that. See ya.